Hello, everyone. Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Goal Digger Girl. One fun thing about social media and streaming is that you can't control technology, and sometimes it just doesn't work. So learn to pivot, learn to be okay with things not being perfect. Here we are. So I had to create a new stream, which means what we had on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook is no longer, okay? So, and my team will have to delete that one. It's like a minute long. So we have a new stream. So what that means is please help us. It looks like Instagram, you guys are crushing it with hopping on, so way to go. Please tag a friend and let them know we're live, because it's we just want to make sure people can get this information, because we're going to go fast and furious. So welcome on to Enroll Like a Boss. My name is Kimberly Olson. I'm known as the Goal Digger Girl. And today we are going to spend 4 hours together. We'll have little breaks, but we're going to spend 4 hours together. And the reason why I decided to carve that time out of my schedule is because I was finding people had a piece here, listening to a podcast here, maybe watching a training here. And there wasn't a cohesive approach to them learning how to enroll like a boss. And when it comes down to it, until you master the skills we're going to talk about today, your business is going to be dead in the water, and you're going to feel frustrated if you're going backwards or it's stagnant or you just don't know how to be able to get more sales. Can anyone relate to that? So that's what we're going to dive in today. So while I'm getting all settled here, please in the comments, let me know where you're tuning in from. City, state, province, country. And I'd also love to know, what do you do online? So as you're taking in this information today, where are you going to be applying it into your business? What kind of business do you have? So share that in the comments with us. We've had almost 1,000 people registered for this. We do it once a year, so it's backed by popular demand. And this is going to teach you exactly how to enroll like a boss and really level up your sales, which this is a great time of year to be watching this, because obviously we have Black Friday right around the corner, but then there can be a dip in sales. People can go backwards in December, and then they're just feeling defeated going into the new year. We don't want that. We want you to feel confident, whether or not it's Black Friday, whether or not lots of people are spending money. This is something that's going to allow you to be confident in sales any time of year, which really excites me. And I love seeing all of you guys hopping on. Also, don't forget to tag at least one business bestie, somebody that you know could really benefit from this information. Just use the @ symbol and put their name in, okay, as well. So this is for people who want to go fast. This is for people who are coachable. This is for people who say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of feeling like a hot mess. I'm sick and tired of feeling disorganized, stressed out, somebody who doesn't have processes. If you're sick of that and you are ready to get your booty kicked into gear, you're ready to get a plan in place, you are ready to really dive into this and implement and take action, because there's a lot of action steps in the material, then this is for you, okay? Also, I know a lot of you are catching us live because we're streaming all over. We do have an opportunity for you to get the replays of this, so just put VIP in the comments. I did have coffee this morning. It was not the best idea. I told my husband, is there any way you can make me some tea? Mama's got to back off the coffee. And he just laughed, and he's so sweet, and he made me some tea. I think it's really hot though. It's perfect. Okay, so I go fast. I go really fast. What I'm going to teach you today could be a 7-day in person. Let's just put it in that perspective, okay? So if you're like, oh my gosh, get VIP, just put VIP in the comments. For doing VIP, I'm also going to give you some additional things. You're going to get 2 hours with me on Friday. I'm going to go on Zoom, right? Yeah, Zoom. We're going to do a viral video mastery on Friday. So we're going to dig into Reels and TikToks, the short form video that you see all over the place where you're like, gosh, how are these people doing this? I know how to do it. I just started a new account from scratch to test it out, and I get leads from it every single day. And it only has, I think, like 700 followers. So how did I do that? I'm going to teach you how. All of you can do it. If you have no audience right now, you can learn how to do this and start monetizing your social media now. Okay. If that doesn't excite you, I don't know what to tell you, because it fires me up. The other thing you're going to get is my selfie superstar course. Everyone was asking me, like, how do I actually take selfies? Where do I use them in my content? I'm getting in my head and I'm embarrassed. I don't like to show my face. You have to show your face, in my opinion, if you're building a personal brand. You've got to stop hiding. You've got to stop posting pictures of flowers. Okay. That's not going to build your business. You're going to get my course, which we charge hundreds of dollars for that course. And you're also going to get something else. I can't remember what it is. My team can probably tell you because there's a lot going on right now. Okay. So do VIP. It's a no-brainer. It's $27. A lot of you have actually, before we even started today, I think we had like 100 people do VIP already, which is crazy. So I know that means a lot of you are like really ready to go all in with this. That just warms my heart. I want to know how many of you are new. Put new in the comments. We've got 15 of you streaming live on Instagram, and then another 100 on other platforms. How many of you are new to me? Because that's important for me to know. I recognize a lot of your names, so that's good. So I want to introduce myself really quickly for you. If you haven't heard my story, or if you, oh, look at all these new people. Welcome, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. Today is going to blow your mind. I can already tell you that. And we haven't even gone through it. Like, I'm positive. Okay. So stick with me, hang with me. We are going to bring our A game today. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. And you are going to be changed forever by the end of this time together. Okay. If that doesn't fire you up, well, I know it's going to fire you up. So drop some fire in the comments and let me know you are pumped and ready to go. So I actually got into online marketing in 2011. From 2011 to 2017, for 6 years, I didn't make any money. I think I made $50. I had meal plans and workouts and, you know, all these things. My brand was called Fit Kim. I have PhDs in natural health and holistic nutrition. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to make these things and people are going to buy them and I'm going to be rich. And I never have to work for another person again because I don't like authority. I always get in trouble at my jobs because I always had all these ideas and they didn't like all of my ideas. Can anyone relate to that? So in 2017, I actually had just had my second daughter. Addison and Elise are now 9 and almost 8. So they were 1 and 2. And we had racked up almost 6 figures in debt. I had been let go from a job unexpectedly right before I had the second baby. So I racked up about 6 figures of debt, putting everything on credit cards, cashing in 401ks. We had just bought a brand new home, 2 new vehicles, 2 babies in daycare was about almost $2,000 a month. It was not adding up. You know what I'm saying? And so I went into a dark depression. I struggled with alcohol abuse for over a decade. This made it worse. Okay. I was failing in every area. I was failing financially. I was failing with being a mom, as a wife, right? Because I was the breadwinner. And I was also failing at life. Every day I woke up feeling a piece of crap. Every day I woke up going, I suck. Every day I woke up feeling like I'd already lost before the day had begun. And I share that with you because I want you to know, if you're there right now, I get you. I understand you. I know where you're at. I do, because I've been there. And I'm here to tell you it can be different. It can change. But there's not some magical thing that's going to show up at your front door and save you. Okay. So for me, I enlisted professional support. I worked with a therapist intensely. It was a lot of work. It was a huge commitment. But I was just knew that I had to overcome the addiction to be able to create the life I wanted. And I did it. So on August 1st of 2017, celebrating my first day of sobriety, and have been ever since. But it was when I did that work on me. It's when I did that work to say, I am good. God made me perfectly the way that I am. And if I can trust him and believe in him and be obedient, all things can be possible for me. And right at the same time, network marketing fell into my lap. I had put it, said no way forever. But my back was against the wall. What I was doing wasn't working. Nobody was buying my course, right? Nobody wanted my workouts. And I said, you know what? I have nothing to lose. I'm going to do this. So I jumped in and I made $1,000 my first month, $1,800 my second, but the next month was $200 because what had I done? I had blown through my war market, hit all the bonuses, and then there was nothing left. Are any of you in that predicament right now, where you had success initially with network marketing, affiliate, like you had some initial success, but it's kind of fading away and you're like freaking out a little bit, right? Like I had all this money coming in and it's not now. And what do I do, right? So I thought, okay, well, what everyone around me is doing, I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go in person and do these in-home parties. I'm not flying all over the country launching people. I am not doing that. I have a full-time job. My husband travels and I have 2 babies. So what are my options? So I Googled, this is why YouTube is so awesome. I went on YouTube and I said, how to make money with network marketing online. And this webinar came up and they told you how to do it on social media. Got into the coaching program right away. I had no money to spend, but I was totally all in. Okay, I want you to think about the weight of what I'm about to say to you. If you really want to change your situation, you have to be all in. completely consumed, completely obsessed, eyes on the prize, and nothing is going to stop you. You're going to make a commitment right now. If you're at my level of what I'm talking about, I'm going to keep going until I'm successful. I'm going to keep going until I change my family tree. Until. Not, oh, well, when I have time. Not, oh, when the holidays are done. Not, oh, well, when things settle down. Newsflash, they're not going to settle down. This is life, okay? If you are all in, just put that in the comments, just to commit right now with me in the space. I am all in, Kimberly. Like, to your core, I want you to feel that with me energetically. And that's what I did. I said, I am all in. Nights, weekends, I gave up everything. I lost friends because I wouldn't meet up for, whatever, right? I don't even know what's happening on the news. For years, I didn't know the trending music songs because I never listened to the radio. With kids and Kids Bob, I kind of caught up really fast now, but I didn't know. I had no idea what was going on in the world. My husband would tell me important things. I didn't watch TV. I literally was all in. That's all I did. And I hit six figures in 90 days. 6 figures in 90 days. So I'm here to tell you that can be your story, but you've got to have the fire. You've got to have the determination. You've got to be all in. You've got to take massive imperfect action when you don't feel like it anymore. I'm going to ask you to take a lot of action with what we're going to cover, but I'm so passionate about this because I believe in what I'm teaching you and I believe in you. I know you're here for a reason. God brought you to me. So congratulations. Energetically, we're a match right now. And in order for you to embrace this and integrate it, you have to stay with me and stay at my level, okay? So if you guys are ready to do that, man, buckle up, guys, because we're going to rock and roll today, okay? All right, so if you didn't get it, we have a workbook for you. If you didn't get the workbook, that's totally fine. Just get out pen and paper. You are going to want to take notes because, again, we're going to go really, really fast here, okay? And then also, for you guys showing up live, I'm actually going to be raffling off prizes throughout the day. So I have tons and tons of books for you and journals and all kinds of things. So that's going to incentivize you to come back to each session, okay? Because we're going to have 4 sessions today. This is session 1. We'll have little breaks in between, but you'll have to come back to the new stream that's happening, okay? So that's my little plug for you to come back to each session as well. Okay, so we're going to start off with session 1 by elevating your sales foundation to ignite success. We need the foundation. A lot of time, yes, if you do VIP, you can grab the replays. Yeah, just put VIP, Trina, if you can't stay on. So you're going to want to get VIP. I actually have researched this, and research has shown that those that go over things 2 to 3 times are way more likely to not only get the content, but they're actually picking up things that they didn't hear the first time around. So yeah, I would go through it again. Okay, we need the foundation. We can't go right to scripts. We can't go right to posting on social media. We have to have the foundation. We have to have the foundation, you guys. This is so important, okay? So write this down for me. The 3 principles to rock solid sales. The 3 principles to rock solid sales. This is what they are. Number 1 is mindset. Number 1 is mindset. I have shared my story. How did everything change for me? When I worked on myself and my own mindset, my self-image dictated the changes I made in my life. My self-image. So with number 1 being mindset, what do I mean by that? How do you see yourself through the lens of others? How do you see yourself through the lens of others? If you post things or you reach out to people or you tell them about what you have and you feel dumb, you feel embarrassed, you feel like a loser, you feel, yesterday I was at a softball game and this lady said, "Oh my gosh, I love your hat," to this other lady. And she goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm such a loser." And I was like, why would you say? I almost went over and was like, "Hey, do you need a coach?" But I just decided to watch the game. So what the heck? Like, the things that you say to yourself are ridiculous. Let's just kick that to the curb. We are unavailable for that. Do you think people who are making 6 and 7 figures and 8 are talking to themselves that way? No. And would you talk to your best friend that way or your kids? No, right? You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Number 1 is mindset. You got to be working on that every single day, okay? Throughout the day, right? Very important. Number 2 is posture. Posture is how you carry yourself. That's what posture is, right? It's how you carry yourself when you're having a conversation. So here is an example of having posture. So let's say you reach out to somebody and you say to them, hey, thanks for the new friend request. I love your stuff. I'm actually a beauty influencer, and I think that based on your social media, I think that it would be really something to check out for you. I think you could be really good at that. And the person replies back and says, oh, well, thank you so much for the compliment. Actually, I have found a way to turn my social media into a lead gen machine. It's all on autopilot. So all I do is I just put out content, but I have a system where leads come in and I actually convert those sales while I'm sleeping. Can I get you some info on that? You'd be like, what just happened? You just got postured up. Somebody out postured you. Have you ever had that happen before? So posture is how you carry yourself. So when I'm talking to somebody about my network marketing, so I'm actively in network marketing, if you guys didn't know that. I also do affiliate marketing. I have 27 streams of revenue. We do group coaching. We have a large global coaching company. That's where the backbone of Goal Digger Girl is. While in network marketing, I've personally enrolled over 600 people to me, and we have about a few thousand clients. So in all the pieces, I hit top 10 in Russell Brunson's affiliate contest. It's a global contest. If you don't know who Russell Brunson is of ClickFunnels, I shared that with you, not to impress you, but to impress upon you. What I'm teaching you today is how I did that. But those 600 people I enrolled, you know what I said to them? Hey, I have an opportunity right now for you to join my team. What that means is you'll be personally coached and mentored by me. I'm working on developing my next level of leadership, and you look like somebody that could be one of those people. How does that sound to you? Are you ready are you ready to level up like that? I'll get people who are like, are you seriously? I get to work with you? Oh my gosh, yes. How do I sign up? Why? Because I believe it. I know I'm a great coach. I know I'm a great leader. So I say it with full confidence and conviction instead of, hey, so maybe could you, right? You know what I'm talking about? That's posture. Number 3 is positioning. The third principle to rock solid sales is positioning. It's how you're positioning yourself in the marketplace. So I think sometimes people think that they can come online and they can, do a post showing their awesome magical tea that makes you lose weight if you just take one sip, a day. You have to remember to drink this tea, and you're going to be rich, right? And you think you don't need to know marketing. You do need to know marketing, okay? The way that the economy is, the way that the marketplace has changed, buying behavior is way different than it was 18 months ago, 2 years, 3 years ago. It is completely different. If you don't think that you need to understand marketing, at least the fundamentals, I don't know what to tell you, because that is absolutely not true. You need to understand the fundamentals of marketing. One of the fundamentals is positioning. Positioning is how you're positioning yourself in the marketplace, how you're showing up, who you are, who you serve, and what you do. If I come to your social channels and it's not clear on who you are, I'm just going to scroll past. I'm going to go on to the next person. There's a million people out there, and there's a lot of people doing what you do. So the only way for you to stand out on social media is to position yourself as somebody who has something to offer for that person. So I see Latoya on Instagram. I know Latoya, and Latoya is my ideal avatar. Okay. And, she's in my community, and she's somebody who I would want to bring into my coaching program. Let's say when I'm writing my content, I need to be writing to Latoya. When I optimize my bio on Instagram and Facebook, I need to write it for Latoya, where she reads it and goes, wow, Kimberly is somebody I want to work with. She can help me. She's for me. If it's confusing, okay. If it's confusing, ambiguous, you're not clear, or you have some janky, pixelated, blurry cover on your Facebook, that does not stand out on social media. You do not look like a professional. Even if you're doing this part-time, you need to look like a professional, because somebody's about to spend money with you. And again, there's too many people out there that have a nice cover from Canva, right? So that's just an example. And there's no filter here. I'm just going to use language, and I'm going to say things you might not like. This is an optional opportunity for you to come hang out with me today. And that is very direct and straight, but I mean it with love, okay? Positioning is where you show up like a boss, okay? You really stand out. And in session 3 today, we're going to get into content. So I'll talk to you more about that. Fill in the blanks if you have your workbook. It's not enough to put a curiosity post about your products anymore, or not enough to put up a curiosity post about your products anymore. To build online means you need to learn how to be an effective marketer. So the blanks are curiosity. Hey, Angela, curiosity and effective. Okay, so it's going off of what we just said. You can't just put up a post, look at my magical drink. That doesn't work anymore, okay? Adding value-driven content and looking for ways to serve your audience will allow you to implement marketing strategies that get lasting results, okay? Adding value-driven content and looking for ways to serve your audience. So what we wanna do is we wanna think long-term. People make the mistake of their business being off of each flash sale that their company has or sale that they're putting out. And it goes from sale to discount to promo to sale. Everything's based off of that. That's not serving an audience long-term. That's just trying to grab what you can, right? People don't like that feeling. They don't like feeling constantly sold to. Nobody likes that. It actually devalues your brand when you're constantly putting on things on sale, by the way. So we want value-driven content. And we want to think about serving our audience. What are, and we're not getting into pain points today. We're getting into pain points in something coming up. So make sure you guys stay on because we have something really cool we're revealing in a little bit. We're going to get into this during that session. My brain's already going there. But we're actually going to dig into this, and I'm going to teach you how to identify what your audience needs and how you can write content in that way to solve a problem. You've heard this before, right? Solve a problem. Well, we need to offer solutions for people. You know, I want you to think about the topic of this workshop. I ask myself all the time, and we have meetings as a team, what does our audience need right now? And I noticed that there was a dip in sales. Every single person I did a call with, unless you're in our programs, our people are crushing it. But those that I just talked to in our community, their sales are down. And I thought, well, what's the number one thing that people can increase sales is to learn how to enroll. So that's how we came up with this topic. You're here right now because we're offering a solution to a problem that you have. All right, back to the workbook, mastering your mindset in 7 steps. Number 1, develop a miracle morning. Kind of a no-brainer, but make sure you have some mindset work that's a part of your routine. It doesn't have to be in the morning, but it's a daily thing. Develop a miracle morning. Number 2 is you're going to redirect negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are inevitable. It's human nature. It's the way that we're wired just because of programming from childhood and society and the world. So we have that going for us. It's going to happen. But what we want to do instead of becoming that negative thought and believing it so long that it becomes part of our identity is we want to redirect that thought. So as soon as you notice thoughts that aren't serving you, you're going to learn how to redirect those. Okay. Number 3 is visualize success. So we want to constantly be envisioning what we do want. We want to visualize that success. So we want to see the enrollment notification coming in through our apps or our email services. We want to see those coming in and visualize those. We want to see that person messaging us via the DMs, and we want to see them saying, hey, how can I work with you? I love your stuff. Have any of you got those out of the blue messages? Those are the best, right? Because it really shows that your content's working. When you get that DM that says, hey, I've been following your stuff and I'd love to work with you. Those out of the blue messages you're going to visualize those happening before they happen. Bob Proctor always said, and I actually think he got this from Napoleon Hill, because now that I've done a bunch of Napoleon Hill stuff, I'm like, this goes beyond Bob Proctor. But you'll notice Bob Proctor always gave credit. He always said, I learned this elsewhere. But passed on through Bob Proctor and other legends is the idea that things are created twice. They're created first in our mind and then second in the physical reality. So it has to be visualized first before it happens, okay? Yeah, this is mastering your mindset in 7 steps. 1 is develop a miracle morning. Number 2 is redirect those negative thoughts. Number 3 is visualize success. 4 is create a vision board. I have a vision binder because I couldn't just have a board. And we just did a vision board workshop as a team last week. It's that important that our team, Goal Digger, we took out an entire day to plan out our vision, to update our vision boards and work together on that. That's how important it is, the vision board, because everything you put on that vision board is a way for you to manifest it very quickly. And I totally believe in vision boards, okay? Do you have a vision board? I'd love to know in the comments. And do you look at it? When's the last time you updated it, okay? So creating a vision board, remember your why, okay? So number 4 was create a vision board. Number 5 is remember your why. And you've heard this before, but honestly, if you don't have like a really good little picture close by, I just rotate which ones are on my desk, but this one's of our family. I mean, seriously, look how cute. Oh, can you guys see that? It's kind of blurry. So that Elise was a year and a half, and Addison was 3. And that's at my sister's wedding. And, oh my gosh, every time I look at that, but like that was when, I had worked on myself. I had gotten healthy. I had overcome the addiction. I hit 6 figures. I quit my job. All the things that photo to me reminds me of why I work so hard is to help you change your family tree, to change your story, to create a legacy, to become wealthy, to feel amazing, make a difference for others. That's why I do what I do. You got to have stuff around you to remind you of that. So remember your why. Number 6 is do the do. Do the do. Y'all are not short on information. I'll tell you that. You guys do digest a lot of content. You're listening to podcasts. You're watching this. I did go through about 2 hours of material on 2X this morning for a course I'm taking. So I'm right there with you. And what I will tell you, the difference I noticed that in myself in the first coaching program I ever got in, because I was the superstar. I was the success story. She was like, look at Kimberly, because it was a new program she had, and I didn't know it was new because she did such a good job selling it. I was the superstar. Why was I the superstar? Because I took action. I actually couldn't attend the live training, so I would watch the replays late at night, the day it dropped, and I would implement before the next session. Implement as fast as humanly possible. Too many of us are getting so much knowledge. We have that education constipation. So do the do. Number 7 is let go of the outcome. Number 7 is you want to let go of the outcome. Okay. That's really important because if you don't let go of the outcome, you're so like this, you want it so bad, right? You know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh my gosh, please. I just want to quit my job and I want to see my babies and I want to travel. And my husband worked so hard. Like it's like tight, right? There's a lot of angst around it. That is constriction. That's blocking you receiving what you want. Okay. You got to trust the process. All you have to do is just show up and be consistent and obviously implement what we're talking about. But you just got to show up and you just got to keep going. Okay. That's it. Okay. And then if we can put the answers down for everyone, if they can take a screenshot, it seems like a lot of people wanted the different steps. And don't worry, if you missed one of them, you're going to get the general concept. So don't sweat the small stuff. Okay. Session 1. Elevate your sales foundation to ignite success. Okay. We want to ignite success. We want to just go. Okay. We want this to be fast and furious. And like I said, and we want you to just really get this material. Okay. Which is so important. So in your workbook or in your notes, how can you borrow posture until you develop your own? How can you borrow posture until you develop your own? So this is key. A lot of you guys have seen the Master Resell Rights courses floating around Instagram. You've seen, different offers out there, digital marketing, affiliate marketing. I love all of that stuff. Anything to support people making money. I'm like, you go rock your bad self. As long as you're being ethical, like go. I don't ever want to discount what someone's trying to do. If somebody's trying to put food on the table for their family or change their future, why would any of us make fun of that, right? Or say that's not awesome. So what I noticed though, a couple that I've seen lately is women, it's a lot of moms, but they'll do a reel saying, I haven't made any money from this yet, but this is what I'm doing now and why I'm so excited. And I really respect that. I feel like that's so honest. And it really, it drew me in where I was like, yeah, like I want to watch this person's journey. Like this is somebody who I can really relate to. So they're sharing those around them. Maybe the mentor that they're learning from and the results the mentor is having. If you're in network marketing or even affiliate and people, there's leaderboards and different people you're around, shout those people out. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So-and-so just quit their job because they got their network marketing business full-time now. They're a full-time entrepreneur. Congratulations, Susie. Now, you're not saying Susie's on my team and I helped Susie quit her job. You're not saying that. You're shouting at Susie. You're excited for Susie. This is success by association. People will see you as successful by association because they instantly make the connection between Susie and you. Does that make sense? Thanks, guys. You're awesome. So think about that. That's pretty freaking cool. You can be brand new right now. You can have no sales in your business. You can start something new tomorrow, and you don't have to have any success yet. You can borrow that success from those that are around you. Okay. How can I offer value to my audience? Well, when you think about that, all you have to do is just figure out what they're struggling with. Okay. So when you think about what they're struggling with, I want you to think about the things that you notice that people are complaining about, or you can ask people if you have a Facebook group, for example, this can be the entry question for the Facebook group. When it comes to beauty, where do you struggle the most, and give some ideas. When you're talking to people in Messenger about your weight loss products and you're asking them questions, right? I'm sure you guys are all pre-qualifying your leads. So ask questions. Hey, I know you viewed my story about losing weight. Tell me a little bit about you. Where are you at with your weight loss journey? What's most important to you? What are you struggling with? And I always like to give a few examples. And so what that does is we start to get some intel. We start to find out what people are struggling with. But you know who the best person is to interview? The best person to interview to find out how you can offer value to your audience is yourself when you started on your journey. Let's say you are in a weight loss journey. I'm somebody who's lost 40 pounds. And I look back to when I kept gaining weight. I didn't know how to be able to lose the weight. I just kept gaining weight because I didn't grow up in a nutritious family. My mom lived outside of Detroit, single mom on food stamps. Like everything was in a box, a can, or a package. Like I didn't have any of that growing up. So I had no clue. So when I got in college and there's a cafeteria, well, I was eating pasta like every day. So if you think back to my journey when I lost weight, what did I do first? I started learning about small meals, many meals throughout the day, learning about whole foods, pairing a protein, with a carb so I could keep my blood sugar steady. I started learning about real foods, plant-based foods, and just simple things, right? That's literally what I did. That's all I started with. And then eventually I joined a gym. Well, if I'm a nutrition coach and I want to help people get started, well, what kind of value can I offer to them? I'm going to go back to the beginning. Hey, let's just start from the basics. Let me show you how to just make some small tweaks in what you're doing every day. Let's get you on the right track. So think back to yourself. Social media. When I first became a coach, all I did was teach people what I needed when I started. And we're actually going to go in through some of that today, which is really cool. That's all I did. I just literally said, hey, this is what I did to get started. And people were like, oh my gosh, because I went back to where I was just a few months before. Does that make sense? The next thing you're going to do, and this is on your own, but I'm going to give you some ideas, is the value I will add will be based around. So the value I will add will be based around what is the theme, if you're taking notes, what is the theme of your brand, your content, your social media presence. Okay. When you go to make a reel and you're like, I don't know what to make this about, that's because you don't have this part nailed down. Okay. Let me give you some examples. Finances. So your whole thing could be finances, whether it's making your money work for you. It could be budgeting. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with finances. It could be time management, health, relationships, fitness, parenting, high performance, mindset. These are all ideas of themes for content. Social media, like what I do, marketing like I do, sales like I do. Now, this is the key. Write this down in your notes. It is not a product and it is not a business opportunity. Not a product and it's not a business opportunity. So your theme is not nails. Your theme is not lashes. Your theme is not shampoo. Your theme is not protein powder, a collagen. You're not the collagen girl, okay? Now, why not? Because people want to get to know you. You need to build value. If you are the collagen girl, they instantly think she's going to sell me some collagen. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be following the collagen girl on Instagram. Now, if I'm seeing somebody on Instagram who she's a mom, she's 45, I'm 43, so similar in age, and I see that she is living her best life. She looks healthy. She looks happy. And sure, she mentions collagen in some of her stuff. She has one that she loves. She has a great skincare line that she loves that she swears by to avoid Botox or anything like that. I might be following her. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get to that point where, we gotta go to the anti-aging, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna follow her, but she's not the collagen girl. She's the mama, mid-40s mama who's reversing the clock. right? She's feeling like her best self. She feels 20. What's the Taylor Swift song? Feeling 22? That's her brand. Okay. Does that make sense? So you've got to figure that out. What is the theme of the content and the value in your brand? People will want to follow me because, so again, this is on your own. This is part of your homework. People will want to follow me because, and then I want you to list the positive traits you possess. List the positive traits you possess. This is where the mindset kicks in. I want you to list out, actually, I'm going to make you guys do it right now because I got to see what you guys are saying here. Okay. Write this, put this in the comments for me, and I can see you on Instagram too. Okay. Shout out to Instagram, you guys. I think this is like the most we've had on live in any of these workshops. You guys, I'm really proud of you. Okay. So whoop, whoop, go Instagram. So write this down in the comments, share it with me. People will want to follow me because why? Put it in the comments. I want at least one, ideally 2 or 3 traits about yourself, reasons why people would want to follow you. Put that in the comments for me. I want to see where your head's at. Good job, Amy. Honest and authentic. Okay. I like that, Rebecca. I've done it before. I'm good at it. Yes, yes, yes. Love it. Of course, there's a little delay. Young at heart, fun and positive. See, this isn't so hard. You guys got this. Okay, so put that in the comments for me. And the final thing you're going to reflect on is, what solution am I offering my audience? What solution am I offering? You have to get specific, okay? So what's the solution? So this is what the outcome is. You know, if they're following you and they're engaging with you, where are we taking them, right? We got to think holistic, start to finish. So we want to get specific here. So is it daily meditations? Is it business coaching? Are you teaching them parenting methods for toddlers, mom hacks that save time, right? How to retire before you're 50. I mean, there's a million different things you can do, right? But you need to be thinking about the offer, and you need to be thinking about where we're taking them. So instead of saying like, they're going to buy collagen from me, be thinking, okay, what I'm going to offer them is for them to feel youthful, to feel great in their skin, great in their body. Okay. The offer is like the desired outcome, what we're promising them as well. Okay. Good. Mary Ann and Tony. Hi, Tony, on Instagram. Yes, that's great. Exactly. Look at you guys. Okay. Well done. That's really good work there. Okay. So I'm going to bring up from backstage, Rebecca. The only tricky part is I feel like my audio isn't on.
Battery, 90%.
Here we go. Let's see. Uh-oh, it didn't like that. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know in the comments. Rebecca, can you hear me? You can hear me? Okay, good. Yeah, it was me. It was my fault. I was messing with my audio. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, good. Note to self, find a young person in the neighborhood who can come over and teach me how to make all this stuff work. Okay, so I wanted to bring some ladies from our community throughout our time together because I think it's so powerful to hear from others that have been where you've been, right? Like you know me, you know my story. Okay, Kimberly's gold digger girl. She got the brand, she got all the things. And there are so many out there that have similar backgrounds and stories and starting points like you. And we all have different journeys. We are all at different chapters in our journey. And I find it so powerful to hear other stories, to allow us to relate and see in them what we can see in ourselves. And it really gives us that hope, doesn't it? And all the things. So from backstage, one of my favorite people, Rebecca Connolly. Let's see if the audio is working. Can you say hello?
Hello.
Yay! Success. If you're on Instagram, I'm going to turn this way up so you guys can hear. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited it's working. You have no idea. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. So excited to have you.
Thanks so much for having me.
I know. Okay. So I would love for you to share a little bit about you, who you are and what you do.
Okay. Well, I am a personal chef. I've had a personal chef business since 2007. And a couple of years ago, I started to think, well, I need to migrate my services to add some sort of online component. So I found Kimberly's training actually through my network marketing company. And I've been following her for a couple of years. And every time I implemented, my business leveled up. So so I'm a busy mom. I've been married for 25 years. I have 2 kids. We're about to be an empty nest situation here.
Woo!
So I need some distraction, right? I got to add more to my business. So yeah, that's where I'm at in life.
That's awesome. So when you first started learning about online marketing and social
Hmm.
media and all of that, because obviously your business has been more brick and mortar, in person,
Yes,
traditional.
yes,
Tell us what that's been like for you to learn the different things, apply it to your own business, because what you're wanting
sure.
to do, yes, network marketing, but also you've got your chef business as well. What was that like for
Yes.
you to be able to take what you're learning and implement it in real time?
Very confusing, actually, because I had a static website that did all my work for me, and word of mouth referrals. And it's different when you try to present yourself online visually, I think, and try to. There's lots of puzzle pieces to it, and that's what was kind of giving me a headache, a pain in my head. So it was very, because you've got, what's going on social media, plus you need to put into place all of your, all the steps to take people from interested in you to signing up for an offer or, joining a free Facebook community. So just trying to get the pieces, I think, straight and organized. Focus, that's the hardest, has been the hardest part. And how to present myself visually online is very
Mhm.
different from, a few photos and more food photos than me photos.
Right. Like on your website. Yeah,
Yes,
totally.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So now that you are really establishing your brand, is like
Mhm.
allowing, like, well, actually, will you share with us what you've come up with for your brand?
Sure. Well, my brand is with my simplified meal planning system. Every mom can feel like a personal chef in her kitchen.
I love it.
I'm
So good.
excited. Yeah.
That's awesome. Rebecca's part of one of our group coaching programs, so we had an opportunity to meet in Austin
Hmm.
last month, and
Yes.
so we were working through all of that, and it's so powerful because when you have the clarity around your brand, who you are, who you serve, and how you can help them, it really does make a difference in all your online efforts. So, what has it been like for you to be able to get some systems in place, get some content strategy, kind of bringing all
Mhm.
the pieces together? How are you feeling now?
I am feeling like I'm actually swimming and not just furiously treading water, trying not to drown. I think has been the feeling in the past week. So I definitely, it's good to feel like there's a plan and I have some forward movement and just clarity on what to do every day to move forward.
Mm.
I can check the boxes off. Okay, I posted on social, replied to messages, followed up, that sort of thing. Really
That's
kind of
great.
forwards the accomplishment. Yep.
Yeah, and I remember when we talked, because you work as well, so you're juggling a lot of
Hmm.
different things.
Right.
So now that you have figured out your daily activity and you know what to do every day, what is it like when you are working on your business now versus before?
Working on the business now feels like I just have vision, a better vision. And because I know where my endpoint is or where I'm trying to go in the next 2, 3 months, 90 days, 180 days, a year from now, I feel like I can, plan towards that and have a better strategy. So
That's
I'm not, yeah, it's amazing. Thank you.
Well, no, you're doing the work. And I've noticed you every time I go and pull up Facebook, you're going live or you're promoting something. Like I'm
Hmm.
seeing you. And
Hmm.
it's not that you didn't have that in you. Oh, I think we
Oh,
just lost her. It's okay. It's the internet. You know how that goes. I don't think it's that you didn't have it in you. You're a very talented woman. I think that
thank
it's
you.
now that you have that clarity of like, this is
Hmm.
where I'm taking my audience and this is the content I need to put out there. I hear that all
Hmm.
the time from people that they get really hung up. So any parting words for those that are newer to our community? Because we have some new people, as far as taking action, being coachable, and just implementing this stuff.
Yes, welcome. You are in the right place at the right time. Uh, every time that I have implemented Kimberly's strategies, my business the needle has moved and it has jumped forward. So I would encourage you to really sit with everything today, be present for the entire workshop. Definitely
Mm.
do VIP. Once I started doing the VIP session, it was amazing. Doors just the breakthroughs. And so I would just take the time, slow down now so that you can speed up later. Definitely take the time to work in your business now, work on your business, and you'll reap the rewards.
That's so good. That's so good. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. How good was that? Just do it now, right? Slow down to speed up. I just heard that somewhere a few days ago. I forgot where it was. And it was like, yes. So it was at church. He was talking about slowing down to speed up. So many of you take that to heart, because that's what's holding you back right now, is that you are just doing this. You're treading above water, barely, right? And you've got all the pressures and all the things, and you just feel like you don't even know what you're doing, but you're just kind of grasping or throwing something up on social, and you're just like, right? Well, in order to be able to go fast, and like she said, swim and go, you've got to slow down to speed up. You've got to get the clarity and have the whole plan laid out, so then you can execute and go. That's all it is. So if you're just like, can I do that? Is this ever going to happen for me? I just heard this morning in a training, and it was, if you feel called, you are equipped, something like that. I should have wrote it down. I meant to write it down, but we'll Google it. It's a little saying, right? If you're called to, then you have what you need to make it happen. So if you feel called to be an entrepreneur, that's God-given, that desire. It's planted in your heart. That is divine. You are supposed to be a business owner. You're supposed to be an entrepreneur. So if you're wondering, like, am I supposed to? Yes, you're absolutely supposed to, but you need the plan. You need to learn these things. That obviously that's why we're all here together as well. Okay. So we're going to get into homework here in a moment, but let me first ask you all a question. So in kind of a serious question, but and let me know in the comments, do you guys feel like you have a solid plan in place for 2024 right now? Okay. As it stands right now, do you feel like you have a solid plan in place for 2024? Comment below and let me know where you guys are at with that, okay? The reality is, what we're teaching today and what we teach inside of our programs is that it works, okay? I've personally gotten to 6 figures in 90 days, like I shared with you, and we have dozens and dozens and dozens of students of success stories that we could share with you. It just goes on and on and on, okay? We actually just had Sarah, I saw her popped on, Sarah Rock. She's a student, one of our programs, didn't have an audience, didn't have an offer, came into our programs. And yesterday she was like, oh my gosh, I have $10,000 in the books and we haven't even launched yet. Put me in the comments if you would like to DM me something like that. My point in saying that is she doesn't have an audience. She didn't even know what she was doing, but she came into our programs coachable and ready to learn, okay? So this stuff absolutely works, obviously. And I would love to know if you had the opportunity to work with me and to be able to work with our team, to be able to not just get a plan in place. I think that's obviously really important, but to be able to put your plan in place for 2024, but to actually roll up your sleeves and work alongside me to build out the whole plan. Okay, so get the whole plan in place, and I'll give you clarity on what that means in a second. But put me in the comments if you would like that, where you're like, yes, I would love the opportunity to really get solid on 2024, because I feel like I'm running out of time. And you are running out of time. The reality is Thanksgiving's next week here in the US. We're going to have the frenzy of all of that. And then we're hitting December. We'll have holiday for that. It's going to be January 1st. And you do not want to come into January already behind the 8 ball. That is the worst feeling. What you want to do is come into 2024 totally different, totally ready, totally locked and loaded to have your best year yet. The truth is, if you don't make some changes right now, you're going to be a year later from now in the exact same spot. Because if you're honest, how's this last year been for you? Some of you've made changes and implemented, and that's great, right? Most, no, you're in the same spot you were a year ago. We can't have that again, okay? And the only way that we're going to be able to do that is by to really get you really getting a solid plan in place and strategy for 2024. So I'm going to present something to you right now. This is not group coaching. Our programs are not open right now. This is the way that you can work with us. And we never offer things at this level, like what you're going to see here. So I'm going to share this with you guys so you can see what we have for you available. As I share this with you, if you are thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to take my little face off there. If you're thinking, oh my gosh, and you can just listen on Instagram, I've got to be a part of this. I want to jump in. I am ready to make 2024 my best year yet. I'm sick and tired of scrambling and not having systems, no plan. I'm a hot mess express and I'm over it. If that's you and you're ready for real change and real implementation, because this is going to be a three days of working together, put boss in the comments. Just BOSS, boss by itself. Don't add anything else. Just put boss in the comments and we'll know that you want more information on getting into this. So I'd love to present to you guys the 3-day strategic planning intensive. This is where we literally are going to set you up so 2024, you can set it on fire. We're going to dig into content planning. So we're going to go beyond the random posts and all of that janky stuff, okay? And Abby, are you on Instagram? Because when the live is done, we won't be able to see what people commented. So beyond those random posts, we're going to have a content strategy in place. But when I say content strategy, I don't mean I'm going to teach you content strategy. I mean, we're going to write your content. Yeah, we're going to write out all your content together. It's going to be done before you go into 2024. I know, it's true. We're going to obviously really dig into being able to be organized with a content calendar. I'm going to give you resources that you'll be able to use to just plug your strategy into, and then you're off and running. I'm also going to teach you a secret that we've been using here at Goal Digger, because if you haven't hi Abby, if you haven't noticed, Goal Digger Girl is everywhere. That's because of what we're going to teach you. We produce 10 times the amount of content in a 10th of the time of the average person. We've proven it statistically. This system that we have and this tool and resource, we're going to teach you how to make it work for you, and just learning those hacks, right? So that you're not getting burned out. I mean, that is the saddest thing I see is you watch these intensives, you do these workshops with us, and then you get burned out, right? We can't have that. Okay. We've got to put a long game in place here. We're going to get into business strategy. So crafting a killer business strategy from the ground up. Okay. I am the strategy queen. Ask anybody. That is my jam. It's God-given and I am good at it. So we need to make sure your business strategy we can sell it. Okay. Again, we're not the collagen girl. We're not the shaker cup protein chick. Okay, we're not the buy my debt system. No, none of that. Okay, we need a solid plan. Going to learn how to streamline your content, strategic plan for maximum impact, management hacks. So we really need the time management hacks. So you're putting a system in place. The key word here is system and not randomness. Okay, and then we'll even get into automation with AI as well. So the automation, are you guys ready for this? Like, I can't even believe I'm saying this out loud. And I just finished it yesterday, so this is why I'm so excited. Everyone who comes into the 3-day strategic planning intensive, just put boss in the comments if you need to jump in still or now. You are going to get landing page templates, email sequences, all the way through. So your freebie to your upsell offer, to a sales page, to all the emails already being written. You literally take the URL or the code and you put it in your software and it's all in there. And then I show you how to edit it and make it your own. It's already done. So imagine January 1st comes out. We're wrapping up the holidays, right? You've got all your content written. You have your landing pages done. You've got your lead magnet. You've got your email sequences, and you can promote that stuff to build up your email list. You can't tell me 2024 isn't going to be transformative without that in place. And the value of that alone, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars is what I spent to get really good at copy and landing pages. We just give it to you. Okay. So we're going to get all the automation in place. We can't do this whole, like, here's my link or any of that stuff. Okay. Can it apply to network marketing, affiliate? Yes, absolutely. Okay. Automating your processes, we already talked about AI, obviously. So all the things, right? And we are going to get into money mindset, because I can give you the mechanics. I can give you the tools, the strategies. I can give you the content plan. I can give you the landing pages and the funnels and the email. And if your money mindset sucks, then it's not going to work. Okay. Either you're going to make some money or lose it. You are going to be afraid of success. You're going to be afraid of having sales and enrollments and clients that you'll push them away. I see this happen. We've got to master the mindset before the mechanics. So we are going to spend time. We'll kind of wrap up the 3 days with mindset, specifically money mindset. It's in the Bible, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, that God intended for us to be wealthy, prosperous, and abundant. So whatever stuff we have going on up here, we have to overcome that. Okay, here are the bonuses we're giving you, and this is until Tuesday night at midnight. Doors closed, shut it down, gone. Okay, you can't even enroll in it after that. When you go on the button, it's going to say, maybe next time. Okay, so the bonuses are you're getting my Facebook Profit Secrets course. So this is actually all about Facebook groups. So I have been able to build, and collectively I have a team that helps me now, but I started off with a Facebook group on social media in 2017. And the groups have grown to almost 80,000 members. Ironically, our company is at just under $8 million. If you do the math there, 80,000 members, $8 million. Do you think there's a correlation there? I absolutely do. So you're going to get the Facebook group's Profit Secrets, a value-based Facebook group, how to get it working for you. You need a container. You need a place for your leads to nurture them. I'm going to teach you how to do that, or revive a dead group, right? Level up your brand like a boss. This is all around branding, your personal brand, who you are, who you serve, how you're showing up in the marketplace, really diving into that piece. So if that hit home for you today when we were chatting, then you need to go into that one immediately. And you'll have immediate access to these, so you can start going through these now. The 3-day strategic planning intensive is in December. So we've got a couple of weeks for you to go through these courses in this different content. You're also going to get the 0 to 5K in 30 days bootcamp. This one's very focused on short form video. So Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, really just this quick, easy way to get social media and leads coming in and to sell into those leads. Money mindset mastery. As I'm talking about mindset and you're going, oh my gosh, that's me. She's talking to me. I'm my worst enemy. Please go through that first, because that, like I said, we've got to get that right for everything else to work. And then this has never been even available. You probably you've never even seen these courses, okay? So we have a ManyChat crash course. Some of you have participated in our ManyChat sequence on Instagram. If you've listened to the podcast, we've automated that whole process. And with ManyChat, you can actually automate when people comment with a keyword on your content. That messaging happens automatically in Messenger, and those people go onto your leads list, okay? So ManyChat, Instagram, obviously, my Instagram account has like 50,000 followers. TikTok for business. How do you actually use it for your business? Business Boutique. This one right here is a four-part module. Each module is an hour. It's a crash course on getting your business up and running on social media. So if you just get overwhelmed easy and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to get started, I would do that one, because that was just the down and dirty, very simple. Kimberly, if you started over today, what would you do first? That's what that is. You're also going to create a course boutique. So I have 100 and some courses I've created. So I'll teach you how to do that. And then crushing it on LinkedIn. So I use LinkedIn for my business. I have for years, to enroll business builders to my network marketing, to clients in my coaching business. If you're not using LinkedIn, that could be a really good place for you to explore if you're just over Facebook or you're not having traction on Instagram or you want to add to it. LinkedIn would be for you as well. Okay. So just put boss in the comments, because the total value for this is almost $13,000. You're going to get level up your brand like a boss, from 0 to 5K in 30 days bootcamp, Facebook groups, Profit Secrets course, the Money Mindset Mastery course, lifetime access to the back office. So when we do the 3 days live, it's going to be December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Some of you have work. Some of you will not be able to do the whole thing. All the recordings will go in your back office as soon as the recordings convert that day. We'll place them in your back office and break them up by topic. Okay. So we have all of that for you so you can go through it. I do recommend attending live if you can, because I have found if you say I'm going to do it later doesn't come. So if you're good at self-management, that'll be perfect for you, but you'll get lifetime value at the back office. And then the Black Friday bundle, which is the business boutique, create a course boutique, crushing it on Instagram, LinkedIn, ManyChat crash course, and TikTok for business. So if you want to join me for the 3 days, as you can see, this is easily a $13,000 in value. Also, you're getting me for 3 full days. Okay. We're running the whole day. It'll be 9 to 3 each day central. Again, everything's recorded. We'll have little breaks. We'll have some working sessions and breakouts. We'll keep it very interactive and dynamic if you don't like to sit still, because I don't like to sit still, but we're actually going to roll up our sleeves. So we'll be planning out your content, writing it out, getting your landing page up, all that stuff. We'll be doing it together. So that way, when you're done with the 3 days, it's all done. Imagine carving out 3 days to get everything you need for the following year. What could be more valuable than carving out those 3 days, right? So just put boss in the comments. What we're going to do for this while it's open here for the next few days is that we are going to offer it. I don't know how to get this out of there. I don't know. I just kicked the slides out of the studio, apparently. If anyone knows anything about StreamYard, that's hilarious. Okay, bye slides. Have a good day. What we're actually going to do is we're going to offer it to you for $497. So if you want to pay in full, it's $497. If you want to do a payment plan, you'll see an option to break it up into 3 payments. Okay, it really is a no-brainer. You'll never see us offer anything like this. You just won't. So if you're just like, I don't know, think about it. How could you go through 3 days with me and not make your money back? Like if you get one person, right? So I'll just leave it at that, okay? So love to have you guys in there. I'm so jazzed about this. Everything's already prepared. We have the agenda. We have all the PDFs, the working resources. We have the breakout session set to go. Like we are really going all in with this. We don't mess around with what we put out there. And we're really proud of being able to guide you to get it done, guys. Like, let's just get it done so you can stop procrastinating and feeling guilty and just putting it off. Let's just get it done, okay? So when you enroll, let me know that you've enrolled. I want to celebrate you as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get into homework to wrap this up, and then we're going to go into break. So for session 1's homework, this is what I'm going to do for you guys. Before we come back for the next session, I want you guys to do a post or a story about the first session or this workshop in general. So what that'll look like, you can take a picture of me. Just make sure my eyes are open. I've seen some funny stuff on social media over the years. You can take a little screenshot right now. What would be even cooler to really get you out there is if you took a picture of yourself holding your phone this way, where people can see you working on the work in the workshop. So we can see your notes, we can see your computer if you've got your computer, just kind of showing people behind the scenes of you as a boss. And you can say, crushing through an awesome workshop, enroll like a boss. If any of you want to increase your sales, I'd love to get you an invite, okay? If you put a story up or a post, make sure you tag me at the Gold Digger Girl if it's a story, or Kimberly Olson. And then we have some giveaways we're going to do live at the beginning of session 2. So all you have to do is just make sure you're back here for session 2. And we'll get into homework, okay? And then one more mention, VIP. Don't forget about getting the VIP option as well, okay? So here are your action items, and write this down in your notes if you don't have the workbook. First action item, clean up your personal profile. It says page, but I meant profile. Clean up your personal profile. If you're on Instagram, clean that up. You know what I'm talking about. We need to remove the salesy post, okay? You can just hide them. You can archive them. Just get rid of them, okay? Now, if you've got some that have done well and you've gotten comments and you want to boost them and do things like that later, you can leave those up. Just follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of your content should be value-driven, inspiring, engaging, interacting. 20% can be salesy, okay? That should be your guideline. And just go back like a month or 2. Don't go back too far. Second action item, choose at least one daily mindset habit to implement. So for our options, we had develop a miracle morning, redirect negative thoughts, visualize success, create a vision board, remember your why, do the do, or let go of the outcome. So I want you to choose at least one daily mindset habit. And when you have these, you can just put them in the comments on this video. Yeah, just put them on the comments, okay? So we've got your cleaning up your personal profile, say check, did that. Choose at least one daily mindset habit. Which one did you choose? And then the final thing is decide what kind of value you're going to offer your audience. What kind of value? Are you going to be all about finances, time management, parenting strong-willed blessings, right? Helping people get more done, being, mastering their mindset. What's kind of your overall vibe of your content, your brand, all the things? And that way we can know that for the next session, and the session after, it'll be really helpful for that as well. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so that I believe is everything for this session. I think so. So great job, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys did such a good job. I can feel the energy. I'm very aware, and I soak in other energy from people very easily, and I can feel the energy as a group. So awesome job. So all you have to do is just come right back to the same place wherever you're watching with us for session 2. We're going to get into fill up your sales funnel like a pro and unleash revenue overflow. How cool is that? I'm going to give you 10 of my favorite ways to fill up your sales funnel. So we need the funnel, we need the leads, right, to be able to get the sales. And like I said, if you share the post, do a story, tag us on it, you can go into the live drawing that we're going to have at 11:25 a.m. Central, where I've got some giveaways over here ready to go and show you. I'll reveal it when we get back from break. Okay. So great job. You guys totally crushed today. Way to go. And then I'll see you guys back here at 11:25 a.m.
Hi, I'm Meredith Buchwald, and I was a student of Gold Digger University and just recently graduated from Six Figure Breakthrough. I am here to tell you that if you are thinking about investing yourself, do not think a second longer. I joined Gold Digger University and got all the tips and the tricks and all the tutorials that Kimberly teaches. She teaches how to grow your business, how to grow your Facebook groups, how to launch your team the right way, and to show up on social media. But I knew I needed more, so I joined Six Figure Breakthrough. It was the best investment of my life. I got to learn all the systems and I implemented it. I grew my team, I ranked up 6 times, and I'm at a place where I could not be happier. If you are thinking about doing it, do not think a second longer. It is one of the best investments. She's really the gold digger, and she is